What if there was a simple trick that would make selling your products and services way easier? Well, according to Neuroscience, there is, many in fact, but in this video, you're gonna learn one ridiculously simple change that you can make to your copy that'll make it infinitely more effective. Plus, I'm gonna be giving you some real life examples so that you can see this concept in action, so keep watching. Hey Posse, what's up? It's Alex. If you're new to the crew, welcome. On my channel, I love nerding out on all things science and psychology behind selling. So if you are into that, then you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button below, and don't forget to ring that bell to be notified when my next video goes live. So you might be wondering, Alex, what is this ridiculously simple trick that makes your copy more effective? Well, the answer might surprise you. It is asking questions. And I know it's simple, but just like anything, there are nuances. So why is asking questions so important? How does it work? And most importantly, what kind of questions should you be asking in your copywriting to make it more effective? Well, let's get into it. Why is asking questions so important in your copy? Well, simply put, our human brain is complex. There are thousands of variables that the human brain considers when making a buying decision. Now, if you're thinking, Alex, come on, I just impulsively purchased like 75 things during Black Friday. It can't be that complex. I just did it. I hear you. I did it too. But believe it or not, even though that buying decision might have felt impulsive, your brain was still going through the exact same processes that it normally does when buying something. I have said it before, and I will say it again. In order to compel someone to buy, your copy has to speak to both the logical and the emotional brain. And most of us have no problem addressing the more logical brain in our copy, right? What your product or service is, how it helps your customers, what the price is, when the sale ends. That is all very logical. But without also addressing the underlying emotions, you're really gonna struggle to win over the hearts of your customers. So studies in neuroscience suggest that creating an emotional connection with your buyer has a huge payoff. And that given the enormous opportunity to create new value, companies should pursue this emotional connection as science and as a strategy. And one of the best strategies to uncover your customers' emotional motivators is to, yes, ask questions. But asking the right questions is key here. You can't just go around asking random questions and then expect your customers to feel this emotional connection with you and then buy something, right? We'll get to the type of questions you need to be asking in just a minute. But first, let's talk a little bit about how this works. How does asking questions actually drive buying behavior? Well, another Harvard study actually found that asking questions makes you more likable. Specifically, they found that people who ask questions and then ask two follow-up questions are more liked by their peers and are seen as better conversationalists. But more than just likability, which is a huge buying motivator, by the way, the study also noticed that people who ask more questions are perceived to be better at listening, understanding, validating, and even caring. And this, my friends, is key to writing compelling copy. In order to speak to the emotional brain of your customers, you really want your reader to know that you are listening to them, you understand them, you are validating where they are without any shame, and most importantly, you care. In other words, your copy needs to showcase empathy, and that is something I talk about all the time here at the Copy Posse. And questions are the perfect way to accomplish that. But aside from making you more likable as a brand or business owner, there are two key things that asking questions in your copy should accomplish. And that brings me to the juicy stuff. What kind of questions should you be asking in your copy? So there are two other side effects of asking great questions other than being more likable. One, they help your readers self-select in or out. And two, they make your more copy engaging and easy to read. So the human brain is actually wired to answer questions. We subconsciously answer a question every time we're presented with one. Yes, even when we're reading in our head silently and sub-vocalizing. So when you ask strategic questions, you can actually help your readers self-select as needing whatever it is that you're selling. Now, another benefit of asking questions is that they create more of that conversational tone, which makes your copy much more enjoyable to read. So let's take a look at some real life examples that I found. Here's one from Mind, Body, Green. Right away, they're calling out the audience with this headline, hitting a slump in your manifestations. Either you read that question and you think, oh my God, yes, I totally am. I need to pay attention to this. And then you click and maybe read that article. Or you read it and think, what? Nope, not for me. And you move on. Remember, polarity is totally okay. You want the people who are not your ideal audience to move on so that you can focus on connecting with the people you can best serve. All right, so let's look at this example from Mind Valley. You can see here that they're asking three really powerful questions that that don't just help you self-select, but they also do a great job of showcasing empathy. They ask, are you living your absolute best life right now, or are you settling? Are you honoring every dimension of your life, or are you making painful sacrifices? Are you living in complete clarity of who you are and what you want, or are you chasing someone else's vision of success? Whew! Oh, those are some powerful questions, right? And chances are, if you're a person who is struggling in any one of those areas, then you probably felt very seen, validated, and understood. All right, let's take a look at one more example from my own brand, the Copy Posse. So at the top of my sales page here, I'm asking, want a proven sales page formula that has made millions? This is, of course, a rhetorical question. I'm not really looking for an answer because I'm hoping that the answer is obviously yes. What I'm really doing here is trying to elicit a lot of excitement from my target audience and pique their curiosity to keep on reading. But I don't just stop there. I go on to ask 4 more questions that really call out my target audience and their specific pain points. Are you an entrepreneur who needs a high converting sales page that actually works in today's online marketing climate? Are you a new founder, coach, or consultant ready to put your work out there but don't have thousands of dollars to pay a copywriter yet? Are you a freelance copywriter who is struggling with a client sales page and needs fast track guidance to get high quality copy out in under a week? Or are you an aspiring copywriter who wants to have a freshly minted professional sales page in your portfolio so you can get clients ASAP? Now, you can see that these questions are strategic. I'm helping my readers self-select, and then I'm showcasing empathy with what they're currently struggling with. I'm demonstrating that I understand what they're going through because, hey, I have been there myself. I see the things they're struggling with, and most importantly, I can help them move past it. See how powerful that is? Super, super simple. Just asking the right questions is a massive, massive trick to infinitely improve your copy. I hope you like this video, guys. Give me a thumbs up if so, and I will see you next week with a brand new video. Until then, I'm Alex. Ciao for now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed that video, make sure to check out the next one from me right here. And you can click right here to get a free gift. I built a multi-7-figure business in less than 3 years. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I did it. Hint, it has absolutely nothing to do with webinars, VSLs, sales calls, split testing, order bumps, fancy funnels, upsells, affiliates, major ad spend, or any of those other marketing must-haves that many people claim you need to be successful online. Stay tuned.